taking on the...
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made here at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hoskins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Hoskins. A short one there to Freiermuth. That one a first down pickup of 8. Off play action. Hoskins. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. To throw on 3rd down. Hoskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On now is the Titans punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. An inside give. Here's Portis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll go right back to the ground with Portis. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Herbert now. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Hoskins. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw. Hoskins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hoskins.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
Oh, I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's on it.
To throw on second down. Hoskins.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yes, in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he's brought down all the way back in the end zone. My goodness, that's going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Completes it to Dixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. Drops this one off to Portis. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They hand it off to Portis. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to 5.
If you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards, Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Hoskins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Hoskins.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hoskins. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here gets them back within a couple at 8-6 now. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Over the middle, complete. It's Dixon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead now 5, 11-6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And on now is the punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw. Hoskins.
And here's Freiermuth again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Hoskins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he stopped immediately there.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Now he's flushed out left. And that'll be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incomplete.
He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Herbert on 1st down now. Dixon complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Gets around him, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. On now is the Titans punter as he's on here to punt it away. Good footwork at the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Portis. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So they bring out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Titans now just about ready to take over.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Portland's offense now about set to take over.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Herbert off of play action. He finds his man, complete. That's Dixon. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now a draw play. It's Portis. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hoskins. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Pretty move.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Here's Portis.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Herbert. And that's complete to Cooks.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
A run with Portis. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. They'll run it here with Portis. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Steps away to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They snap it to Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Portis, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They set up the screen to Portis. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
Throwing to start the drive. Hoskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. To throw on 3rd down. Hoskins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Derek Stingley picks it.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Boy,
And so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Dixon.
No pain, no gain.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hoskins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a dump off here complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running right, Portis. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
An inside give. Here's Portis. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made